Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Crayons. Welcome to more War on the Sea. Now yesterday, or the last video I did, we had the US Navy get an attack from the Imperial Japanese Navy Air Force, basically, of which the Yorktown and Brooklyn were sunk. Yes. I declared, I don't think I actually said it in the video, but I declared that a Japanese victory, although all but 4 aircraft made it out. I think 4 valves were the only ones that made it out alive. But today we have the Japanese Navy, who are going to get attacked by the United States Air Force. So, in this we have a Miyoko, a Shikaku. We have, we have 2 Miyokos, which are heavy cruisers. We have 2 Shikaku class aircraft carriers. We have 4 Akazuki class destroyers, and we have 2 Sendai light carriers. Light cruisers, sorry. It's going to be the exact same kind of scenario. The force is heading at 20 knots at heading 271, which is this way. We do have a float plane. We have a single Kingfisher, 3,000 feet, heading to 60, so basically parallel but slightly more to the south. The attacking force. We have 4 squadrons of 4 Dauntless dive bombers, which are carrying a single 1,000-pound bomb, armor piercing, with 2 100-pound high explosive bombs. Those will be the first wave. We also have 4 squadrons of Devastator torpedo aircraft, all of which are carrying a single torpedo. As you can see, we scroll through it really quick. And then, this is the most interesting one in my opinion. We have the Avenger. I really like the Avenger, it's one of my favourite aircraft. But, you bring your eyes to this bottom section. It is equipped with 8 rockets. And we have... I don't know why you have torpedoes. That's alright. Anyway. There we go. All 4 squadrons of Avengers are armed with 8 rockets. 4 planes per squadron, 4 squadrons, 16 aircraft. 16 times 8, you do the math, I can't be asked. It's going to be the same scenario, except it's one big wave. As far as I am aware, the Americans didn't really do pincer maneuver kind of thing like the Japanese did. I know the Japanese would attack from all sides. I don't know if the American did, but feel free to correct me in the comment section below. So, we're going to get straight to it. Same rules as apply from last time. The attack force, I have no control over. The only influence that I have is selecting the squadron and then selecting a target for them to attack, and that's it. I can't alter the course, alter the altitude, the speed, or anything like that. I can, however, click on an aircraft to spectate it, as long as I don't manually control the aircraft. The only aircraft I will be manually controlling is the Kingfisher, which will be my spectator camera. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll know, but every video is somebody's first. So, we're going to spawn, and there they are. We're going to hit pause, straight away. As you can see, circular formation, 2 carriers, because as far as I'm aware, Japanese had a lot more carriers than the US did, at least at the beginning. 1941, I believe they had a lot more. I think it was something like 3-to-1 ratio, basically, I think. Not sure, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. At the very front we have the Miyokos. I love the Miyoko, one of my favourite ships. At the rear we have the other Miyoko, 2 carriers in the middle. We have 4 Akazuki class destroyers, Literally my favorite ship. I love this ship to fucking bits. It's super deadly. If you play World of Warships, then this should also be one of your favorite as well. 4 Akazukis to the very edge, 2 on either side, both port and starboard, and then further in next to the guarding the rear with the Miyoko at the rear we have the 2 Sendai class light cruisers. Their AA isn't particularly strong, and neither is their main armament, but you know, I know they had some, so I threw them in. Voila. Let's get to it, shall we? We're going to start off with selecting what group we're going to go for what. So, we have some Dauntlesses. Very pretty plane. I love it, especially in War Thunder with the gun pods. Very deadly. So, we know 2 and 5 are the carriers, 8 and 1 are the heavy cruisers, 10 and 9 are the light cruisers, 4, 7, 3 and 6 are the destroyers. So, can I unselect you? Thank you. Group 1, you are going to attack the first carrier. The leading carrier, shall we say. Group 2, you're going to attack the second carrier. Group 3, you're going to go for the rear Miyoko. Group 4, you're going to go for the front Miyoko. The Avengers. Avengers are going to go for the destroyers because they're not exactly big ships, so, and I don't expect the rockets to do much because they're kind of inaccurate. So I'm not expecting much from the rockets. Torpedoes. Shikaku. The other Shikaku. The Miyoko. The Miyoko. And that is it. I'm going to hit space. I'm going to go back to the... Sorry, there we go. Go back to the Kingfisher. I like the Kingfisher as well. Any float plane really, I think is really awesome. We're going to speed up the plane and also times 5 it. So as you can see, they are heading, well, they are travelling in direction heading 271. So it's the exact same kind of scenario, same positions at least. The Dauntlesses obviously going to be the first wave. I know the Americans attacked in waves, so Dauntlesses are going to be the first ones. Then it's going to be Avengers with the rockets, Devastators with torpedoes. This is going to be interesting, and I can't wait for the result. Now, the one thing I hate about the Kingfisher is it's so slow. Both in War Thunder as well, the overall speed of the Kingfisher definitely is something to at least wish was a lot faster than it was. But we have the first shells out. The AA is engaging. The first squad of Dauntlesses are coming in. These are attacking the rearmost Shikaku. I really like the Shikaku. It's one of my favourite designs for an aircraft carrier. I believe it was 30,000 tons. Something along those lines. Doing good so far. Bombs out. Hits. Got 2 Dauntlesses dead. That is a lot of hits. 5 hits in total. More hits. My frames are going. Miyoko at the front is fucked. Miyoko at the back is fucked as well. Shikaku. A lot of Dauntlesses have gone down. We've lost a total of 5. So, overall, 5 dead. That's actually really good. I'm going to be honest. Here come the Avengers. They're coming into the destroyers. Remember, the Darknesses had 1,000-pound armor-piercing bombs. So... oh, they're just being ripped to shreds. Rockets out, though. Whoa! There they go. This group's going to make it through. They're all unharmed. Oh, one's smoking a little bit. One has heavy damage. One's down. I had to say something. Jinxed it. I'm sorry, guys. They're going in. Rockets out. Oh. We have a ship going down. It's a destroyer. She's been scuttled. She has to be because she is still above water. So that is 100% a scuttle. Front Shikaku is not looking good at all. Second Shikaku. She's fine. She's got fire on the deck and she's listing a little bit, but she's fine. This one, however, she's listing a lot. That's not good. The Miyoko is turning around. That doesn't look good. She doesn't look good either. What is the formation doing? Look at this. It is an absolute mess. What is going on? I think the lead is turning around and the whole formation is trying to follow. I don't know why this 19 Avenger is over here. We have shots being fired. The Devastators are here. They took their time, but they're here. They're going for the Miyoko, the front Miyoko that's on the other side of the formation, so they're not going to make it. We might. No. We are going to get some torpedo hits on the Shikaku though. On the rearmost Shikaku at least. Torps out. We have torps against the rear Miyoko as well. One hit. Two hit. Give me a third hit. So pay attention to that. That sinking destroyer just took one. Miyoko took a third hit. Shikaku's going to get away with it. One hit. Very lucky, she got away with that. The frontmost Shikaku is going to take a torpedo there. That is the last of the attack wave. The rearmost Shikaku got away with only one torpedo out of 4. The frontmost Shikaku just took another torp, or took the first torp. Let's have a look. Who's sinking? The Miyoko. Miyoko's going down. That is the rearmost Miyoko. She is sinking. So far we have lost a destroyer and a heavy cruiser. Not bad, though the Japanese definitely did a lot better. Because they sunk a light cruiser and a carrier. So I think Japanese win this one, although they do have 2 carriers that are 100% going to be out of action, so that could be classed as an American win. But looking at battle from battle, the Americans actually lost a carrier, whereas the Japanese just have 2 out of action. When it comes to who won that, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Japanese, because the Americans lost a carrier for good. Whereas, yeah, 2 carriers out of action isn't exactly much better, but you can get them home, repair them, and kick them back out again. As Miyako slowly sinks. Don't know why I'm dragging along another fucking Dauntless. See how slow she's actually going down in real time. It is so slow. She still has so much buoyancy. That destroyer's gone. She was lost to the depths. Still a little bit of the antenna sticking out. Just a little, and gone. She is submerged. Although she's still fighting, the front is still fighting to stay up. But the torpedo she took in the rear, as well as the bombs as well, it just added up. She wasn't going to get out of that. So, looks a thing. Oh, fires back. Although it is going out, so I think she might be able to get away with it. She is crawling. This rear Shikaku is absolutely crawling. They're just leaving this force behind. They don't even know what they're doing. She's on fire, but she's fine. But looks things, the front Miyako has put the fires out. Front Miyako has put the fires out. She is fine. So has this Akatsuki. Got some charring from fire. She's looking okay though. A little bit low in the water towards the rear, but it's fine. Counter flood. Flooding's been sorted out on the front carrier. Flooding is also being sorted out. She's not really listing anymore. She is still on fire though. Front Shikaku is still burning as well towards the front. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'll come to a conclusion. I'm gonna say it's a Japanese win. They lost a destroyer and a heavy cruiser. Americans lost a light cruiser and a carrier. So, oh, pardon me. So at least the fire is spreading though. On the front carrier, the fire is spreading, but the looks things, it is going to go out. Fire is out on the deck, however, there is still fire inside the ship. Destroyer behind it, still fighting fires on the inside. Aren't we all? Yoko dealt with the fire really fucking easily. That's impressive. And they're just running. Fire's out. Fire on the deck is out. Still fire inside the ship though. Yeah, you see how the fire is just not really staying. Devastators are leaving the combat zone. What is going on over here? This destroyer doesn't know what it's doing. And the 2 light cruisers don't know what they're doing either. Formation is broke down completely. Do I still see a fire? No. Okay, so neither carrier is on fire anymore, at least from... Oh! Front carrier has put out the fire completely. So she is gonna make it home. However, the second carrier is still fighting fires. Does look like it's going to be going out soon though. There it goes. The fires are out. The Japanese, no one is on fire anymore. So I'm going to be honest. That has to be a Japanese victory, because the ship, yeah, they lost 2 ships, but they can be replaced fairly quickly, whereas a carrier can't, at least in my opinion. So I'm gonna throw it down to a Japanese victory. Oh, getting a little close there, buddy. Looking at you. Oh, shots are out. Kingfisher, run! Full speed. Full speed, run! Get out of there. Alright, that's it. Leave the combat zone. Orders, retreat. Yeah, I'm convinced. This was a Japanese victory because both carriers are floating. Neither of them are on fire anymore. So... yeah, I'm gonna chuck it down to a Japanese victory on that one. Destroyer is no longer firing. Is that a range? Can't fucking see him. So the Japanese sunk 25,000 tons of shipping, I believe it was. The Americans sunk 15,744. They did lose less aircraft. I believe the Japanese attacked with 38 aircraft in total, and only 4 of them came back. So, but the Americans attacked with 49 and only lost 26, which means they had about 23 aircraft actually make it back. So that's a lot better. They didn't lose any aircraft because they didn't have any aircraft up, something I forgot to do actually. It definitely would have made a difference. They would have lost more on the way back. I don't think it'd have done anything to the attack itself. So, but carriers, Carrier 2, minor damage, minor flooding. That's surprising because both of them were listing quite heavily, and they were both on fire for a long time. Carrier 5, which I believe is the rear Shikaku, heavy damage, moderate flooding, understandable. She took the brunt of the torpedoes, whereas Shikaku 2, the front Shikaku, didn't take any torpedoes. I think she took 1. I think she took 1 torpedo and that was it. Miyako sunk 13,000 tons, makes sense. That rear Miyako Miyoko, sorry, just didn't stand a chance at all. And then a destroyer sank 2,700 tons. So I'm going to chuck it up to a Japanese victory. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below. Drop a like and a sub if you enjoyed. And I am out.